What's up, guys? It's your girl Jade, and I am back with a new video. And that's just going to be my list on my 11 favorite rappers from Show Me the Money. Now, I'm only going to do rappers from seasons 3, 4, and 5 because those are the only seasons that I watched, and I didn't watch seasons 1 and 2. So, yes, I know there's Mad Clown and Verbal Gent and Loco and Ellie and Miro and things like that. But like I said, I didn't watch the show, so I can only go on from what I've seen in seasons 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, so let's get started. So number 11 is none other than Black Nut. So Black Nut, who child, Black Nut. I was on the fence of putting him on my list, but it's just the fact that he was just so fucking entertaining season 4. And like the dude, he literally gives no fucks. Like the dude literally doing his one-on-one battle with, I forgot homegirl's name, she ended up on the I think season 2 of show I'm Pretty Rap Star, but he literally was like barely rapping because he was trying to get with her. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that like the whole entire time he was on the show, he was just kept saying that Minnow was gonna win like the whole entire time. And then just the fact that like his audition is legendary. Like the dude pulled down his pants in front of the entire fucking whatever the fuck they was auditioning at, like the entire goddamn room, like everyone saw it, and it was just like everyone was talking about it. And then he just grabbed everyone's attention. And I even though, and then especially with the battle where it was Sonny and Verbal Gent team versus Zico and Palo Alto, and the fact that fucking Black Nut bit him. It looked like he bit him, and that shit was crazy in itself. That shit was intense as fuck, but it was just like, oh my god. But like I said, dude was just straight entertaining. Even though like his music outside of Show Me the Money is a bit controversial, but just him being on the show was just definitely entertaining. So number 10 is Super B. So Super B, I know he was on season 4, but I mostly know him from season 5. And the fact that like dude just flew to LA for 2 weeks and decided I'm just going to audition in LA, and he actually made it through the LA auditions. And of course when he came in, when people auditioned, from the people that auditioned in LA came to Korea, a lot of people was thinking, oh, you're gonna see a bunch of Americans, well, not Americans, but just you know or maybe Americans, who knows. But when he came in, everyone was just surprised, like, what the fuck is he doing there? But honestly, I think the thing that captivated me, that really grabbed my attention with Super B, was definitely the battle between him and everyone on Mad Clown and Gil's team. I mean, they was supposed to go. He was supposed to go against Shotgun, but he just went through the whole fucking team. And then the fact that his main target was Shotgun, and the fact that he really hit a nerve with Shotgun, which I mean, unfortunately, kind of like fucked Shotgun in the end because he let his emotions get the best of him. But just the fact that he literally just went through the entire fucking team and did not give a fuck. And the fact that he could hold his own against all of them is just crazy. So yeah. Number 9, I have Chogu. So Chogu was on season 4, and if you do not know who he is basically the freestyle king in Korea. And being effective, he was on season 4, and a lot of people thought that he was going to go pretty far in the show until episode 4. And I think that's the name of the number of the episode. This is the episode with the Snoop Dogg episode. So basically, what happened with that episode was Snoop Dogg was a guest judge for that part of the competition, and it was a big old cipher. So everyone was literally fighting over the mic, getting aggressive and getting all up in Snoop Dogg's face. Everyone was just trying to show their potential so they can make it far, and it just got way too fucking chaotic. So it got to the point where the judge was like, look, everyone gets 2 bars, make it good, and pass the mic. And then it was down to Chogu and this high schooler. And instead of taking the opportunity to rap, he gave it to the high schooler. And a lot of people were shocked and surprised because everyone knew that he would have been amazing, because we all know this is what he does. Freestyling is what he does best, and the fact that he decided to give that chance to someone else, it was admirable, yes, but he ended up going home, and people was definitely surprised. I definitely was when I watched it. But he ended up coming back, season 5, and, he showed people what he was, what he could do. I mean, yes, he had a bit of confidence issues, season 5, but he definitely, kind of gotten over kind of like that slump, and then, show people what he can do. I mean, the fact that he sent Flowsick home was surprising in itself, but yeah. So next, number 8, I have Lil Boy. Lil Boy is from the group Geeks, and he was on season 4, and he was on Team AOMG. When I first saw him audition, I was like, who the hell is this dude? I'm like, with this, like, him and his, like, silly ass laugh, I was like, who is this dude? But then when he rapped, I was like, okay, all right. I was fucking with it. And then the fact that, then I think it was like the one-on-one battle. If I'm not mistaken, it was down to him and BY. If I'm not mistaken, because it's been a while since I've seen season 4. It was down to him and BY, and he ended up sending BY home. And yeah, that in itself was crazy, because I know a lot of people was looking at, BY to go far in the competition season 4, but he took him out, and unfortunately, Lil Boy didn't make it too far during the live shows, but just his time on there definitely showcased his skills, and and then of course after the show he ended up making a mini album with Basic, so that was cool. And speaking of Basic, I have him at number 7. So Basic is, he's been rapping since like the early 2000s. So he's been out here for a long time, but he just took time off to take care of his family and stuff like that. So he came back in season 5, and, he was not fucking around, and he was, definitely consistent during, the early parts of the show. I mean, he kind of like stumbled a little bit like during the live shows, but I mean, that didn't really ruin it for him, because he ended up winning the show. And yeah. So number 6 I have is Iron. Now I know people gonna be like, oh my god, Iron, da da da. Yes, I know Iron is definitely controversial with the shit he's done outside of the show, but basically, just honestly, on the show, when he was on season 3, I really did enjoy Iron on the show. Just the fact that his his musical style was different than everyone else's. I mean, the dude was, definitely had a lot of reggae influence in his music, which you really don't see when it comes to rappers. Most rappers are really into that trap shit. So it was definitely a breath of fresh air, the fact that, he did include reggae into his music. And, of course, I mean, he didn't win. He went up against Bobby. He came up second place. And then, he ended up debuting sometime after that. And honestly, like I said, besides, the whole, his controversies for the past couple of years, but I really do like him as an artist, And next I have C-Jam at number 5. So C-Jam was on season 3, and he was on season 5. And I feel like, yeah, C-Jam was good season 3, but I really feel like he really showcased his skills season 5. Like, he was not here to fuck around. Like, he came on there cocky as fuck, and it showed, and he didn't give a fuck. He was like, yeah, I'm cocky, I don't care. And he really didn't care. And just the entire time, like, he was on the show, from like auditions to the 60-second freestyle, which is actually one of my favorite freestyles for, the second episode of Show Me the Money. And just continuing on, which is good. And then I also just love the dynamic between him and Reddy, them two. And I really hope that they get to do more music together, because I really did enjoy the song that they did on the show. And yeah, he ended up being runner-up. And I honestly felt that I honestly felt that watching him on the show, season 5, I really did feel that if he could either have a chance of winning, but definitely he was going to be runner-up, hands down. And number 4 I have is Flowsick. So Flowsick was on season 5, and the fact that, like, the dude grabbed everyone's attention when he just said hello, said something. I mean, he auditioned in LA and he already had Timberland shook before he even opened his mouth to rap. Like, that says some shit. And, I did not know about his group Asiatics until I watched the show, and I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that, he was signed to Young Money at one point and all this other stuff. But just the fact that his flow is just, he's from New York. Like, he has that gritty, grimy flow, that New York flow that I absolutely love. And no one in Korea sounds like him. Not a soul. Like, when you hear him rap, he's from New York. You may not know he's from Queens, but you definitely know he's from New York. And I feel like no one in Korea can imitate him at all. Not at all. And I was definitely surprised that he ended up going home during the first live show. Like, I honestly was just like shocked, because I thought that he was going to either win it or at least make it to, like, semifinals at least, or something like that. But I was definitely surprised how early he went home. But yeah, and so of course number 3 I have Minnow. And honestly, I was worried for Minnow when he decided to go on season 4. I was worried for him, because especially the whole idol rappers versus underground rappers shit, and the thing about Minnow is the fact that people were still gunning for him, even though we all know he has a background being underground for the longest. And yes, and of course, people try to use that against him because, he's in Winner and he's on YG, da da da. But even with that, he was still great on the show. And yes, he caused some controversy with the whole gynecology line and blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, the dude's songs was like hits over in Korea back in 2015. Like, Okie Dokie, Fear, and of course Turtle Ship. Like, that was a fucking banger in 2015. From like basically, I think like damn near all the songs that Minnow was on Show Me the Money made it to the top 10 on the Melon charts. Like, it was, I think that was like one of like the first to ever happen from Show Me the Money. The fact that like a lot of his songs was in the top 10 was crazy. But I honestly thought that he could probably take it home, and he ended up like being runner up to Basic. But like I said, just what I said with Bobby and Iron, I didn't feel like there was any losers that season. So but definitely, of course, being a huge fan of Minnow, definitely really enjoyed him on the show. And I have number 2, and I have none other than Bobby. So basically, when B.I. and Bobby joined Show Me the Money, that's what sparked the whole idol versus underground rapper beef, because everyone knew about B.I. and Bobby because of Win and the fact that they're on YG. And at that point, there was no idol rappers on Show Me the Money. Most before season 3, everyone, I mean, yeah, you had Ellie, but at that time when Ellie was on Show Me the Money, EXID wasn't really popping. And yeah, you had Miro, but but Ellie and Miro, they had their background in the underground scene. But when it came to Bobby, it was just, he was a huge target because he was just this idol rapper. So definitely Bobby had a lot to prove. And, being in the fact that he didn't even join Team YG was just showing them that, yes, he can stand alone without having the YG name. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he was on Team Millionaire, and I feel like he was the best one on that team from season 3, to be completely honest with you. And, of course, a lot of his songs from season 3 was, Bob's, of course, the YGGR remix. was lit as fuck. And he ended up being the first idol. First, he ended up being the youngest and the first idol rapper to win Show Me the Money. So, it definitely shows, how great of a rapper he is. And of course, you see that now that he's an icon and stuff like that. So, yeah. And number one is none other than BY. Like, come on, you really are gonna have someone else besides BY? Like, come on now. But yeah, so BY was on Show Me the Money 4, and like I said before when I was talking about Lil Boy, a lot of people was expecting, BY to go far, but he ended up going home after losing to Lil Boy. And then, come season 5, he came and he fucking destroyed. Like, from his audition, the fact that everybody stopped their audition to listen to BY says something about this dude. Like, the fact that you can captivate the entire audition says something. And from then on, he was just killing it the entire fucking show. And honestly, to keep it all the way 100 with you, had AMG not had BY, AMG would have been home probably after Mad Clown and Gil. I'm being completely honest with you, because AMG, like, BY was AMG saving grace last season. I'm keeping it all the way the fuck real with you. Had they not had him on their team, it would have been a wrap for AMG last season. But the fact that he does produce his own music, and he has produced for other people, and stuff like that. But it's just, you can definitely tell that he's an artist. Like, he's not just a rapper. Like, he's an artist, and just from his songs that he's done, and the fact that his songs last season were on the charts on Melon. Like, dude won a Melon Award. You know what I'm saying? And he won a Mama Award. And, like, BY, he's blown up now because of Show Me the Money. And I'm really hoping that, he releases the album, because I will definitely check it out. Like, I am a huge fan of BY, and just him as an artist is just so dope. So, yeah. But, yeah, man, I guess there was other people, I could have added, like Vasco and G2 and Reddy and Kilograms and One and Myondo and stuff like that. But, like, I felt like with them, I feel like the people that I listed just had a little bit more than them. Not saying that they're bad, but especially people like, unfortunately, like G2, who was kind of like the BI of season 5, because dude just kept forgetting his fucking lyrics, and I felt bad because I really do like G2. But yeah, it was just not his season. And then the same thing with like One. Child One was just, oh god, after seeing him do so good season 4, but then just fell so hard season 5, it was a mess. But speaking of One, he's debuting soon, July 11th, so I'm definitely excited to see what he's gonna come out with. And yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely excited for season 6 for Show Me the Money. The producer team this year is gonna be so fucking lit. You have Zico and Dean, Tiger, JK, and Busy, dynamic duo, and J Park and Doki is gonna be so lit. I'm so excited. And there's gonna be people that auditioned like the past couple seasons are gonna come back. But the main person I'm here to see, I ain't gonna lie to you, is Trudy. I don't fuck with Trudy. I don't like her ass, but I want to see how she does. I'm hoping, I want her to prove me wrong, is what I want. Like, I don't like her, but I'm hoping she can like, make me eat my words. That's what I want to do. So we'll see come this season. And I'm hoping that more females make it through. Because honestly, like, the only time I've ever seen a female, like, make it that I know of was, like, Toy. And I don't think she barely even got, like, screen time in shit season 3. But yeah, man, I'm hoping there's more females and, shit like that. So, like I said, we'll see come Friday. So yeah, June 30th. I think it's going to be, like, 11. Because it usually comes on a Friday at 11 o'clock. So yeah, probably, like, June 30th at 11. Show Me the Money on Mnet. And I'm prepared for, like, Mnet's fucking evil ass editing, especially after the fucking shit that they did with Produce 101. Child, is gonna be good. But yeah, I'm out of here, and I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.